In Japan, the life of an idol is a celebrated dream. They're polished, perfect, and adored by millions, icons of joy and light for fans worldwide. But the reality of being an idol is far more intense. A life shaped by strict rules and constant scrutiny, idols are expected to be symbols of innocence, and any misstep can bring scandal or ruin. Some idols, however, are choosing a different path. Today, we'll uncover the anti-idol movement and explore why these artists are rebelling against Japan's most beloved industry. To understand what some idols are rebelling, we first have to understand what it means to be a traditional idol in Japan. The idol industry is based on a carefully crafted image of purity and positivity. Idols are presented as approachable yet unattainable. Some fans can admire but never fully know. Most idols have strict contracts, often control everything from their hairstyles to their personal lives. They're encouraged to maintain an aura of innocence, leaving little room for self-expression. But what happens when idols feel they can't be themselves? For some, it's a compromise worth breaking free from, even if it means going against everything the industry stands for. Let's start with one of the movement's boldest figures, Goto Mariko. Known initially for her work in the indie punk band Midori, Goto Mariko brought a rebellious spirit to the idol world that was anything but conventional. After her time with Midori, Mariko entered the idol scene with a twist. Her solo performances weren't just musical acts, they were expressions of raw energy and defiance. Mariko's lyrics address themes of anger, pain, and freedom. Find the idea that idols should be sweet and cheerful. She shows that idols too can be unapologetically real. Through her defiance, Mariko has inspired a new wave of anti-idols, showing that there's an audience for idols who reject perfection and embrace authenticity. Ano, formerly a member of the group You Meant More, is another anti-idol challenging conventions in her own way. While she might not appear as outwardly rebellious as Mariko, Ano's vulnerability and eccentricity set her apart. Ano's approach is deeply introspective. Unlike traditional idols who embody a flawless image, Ano isn't afraid to show a quirky, sometimes awkward side. For Ano, being an idol isn't about projecting fantasy, it's about expressing her own truth, no matter how unconventional it may be. Fans appreciate her honesty and individuality, drawn to her ability to connect without the layers of polish or pretense. And then there's Bish, a group that's been called the Punk Idols. Bish, or Brand New Idol Society, took the idol roadbook and tore it to shreds. Their live shows are unpredictable, often blurring the line between idol pop and punk rock. Bish was willing to take risks that traditional idols would never consider, stage diving, screaming, and releasing music that didn't conform to J-pop norms. They challenged the idea that idols have to be polished and proper. For Bish, the message was clear. Being an idol didn't mean fitting into a mold. It meant breaking it. Their rebellion struck a chord, especially with fans who wanted idols that felt raw and authentic. So why are fans drawn to these anti-idols? In a world filled with polished images and scripted personas, anti-idols bring something different: honesty and vulnerability. For fans, anti-idols are relatable because they reflect the complexities and imperfections of real life. They are not afraid to show flaws, making them feel more accessible and genuine. In the digital realm, VTubers are also shaking up the traditional idol system. These virtual idols, often masked behind animated avatars, have the freedom to express themselves without real-world limitations. With digital anonymity, VTubers explore themes, humor, and expressions that physical idols might shy away from. They forge a new kind of connection, appealing to fans who crave authenticity, even if it's through a virtual character. These virtual idols are showing that even in the digital age, fans value authenticity and creative freedom. The anti-idol movement isn't just influencing fans, it's challenging the idol industry itself. We're now seeing agencies experiment with groups that allow for more self-expression and individuality. Some management companies are beginning to loosen the rules, realizing that fans want idols who feel genuine and real. As idols push for creative freedom, the industry is adapting. The question is, will traditional idols survive, or is the future all about individuality and expression? The anti-idol movement is a sign of deeper changes. As these artists continue to challenge the industry's norm, they're paving the way for a new generation of idols, one where individuality is celebrated and the freedom to be real is valued over maintaining a fantasy. So what do you think about this movement? Do you think traditional idols will continue to thrive, or are anti-idols and VTubers the future of Japanese entertainment? Let me know in the comments below.